Chapter 7 Motorbeds and Super Sleds. Boy, was I wrong. Manny gets the website up and running really quickly. Then he goes through all the media contracts, television reporters, magazine writers, website editors that he collected whenever he wanted to do stories about the all ball. I'm pretty sure he even has celebrities like Dustin Peeler and Carl Barrett on his list of contacts. He sends them a press release about Sure Thing's next big thing, and the word spreads quickly. In no time at all, we're getting so many videos from kids all over the world that the website crashes. Even though Manny makes the rules really clear, kids only, original ideas only, useful inventions only, there are still tons of videos. At the office, sipping multi flavored sodas, Manny and I start watching the videos together, taking notes on our computers. One of the first videos that arrives on the website is from a kid in Canada. He's standing in his bedroom, waving at his computer's camera. Hello, he says. My name is Mark, and I'd like to tell you my idea for Sure Thing's next big thing. Mark jumps into his bed. Has this ever happened to you? You're lying in bed, snuggled under the covers. You're warm. You're cozy. You're happy. Mark gets under the covers and pulls them up to his chin, looking very warm and cozy indeed. But then you hear your mom yells, "Mark, hurry up! You have to go to your piano lesson." Mark screams this part in a high-pitched voice. Then he speaks in his normal voice again. Now you have to get out of your nice, cozy bed. Or do you? Mark gets out of his bed and approaches the camera. Not if you have a motor for your bed. Just attach a motor to your bed, and then you can drive it anywhere. You'll never have to get out of your warm, cozy bed again. Mark moves even closer to his computer, reaching to shut it off. I can see up his nostrils. I wish I couldn't. Thank you for your attention. Please help me make the motorbed Sure Thing's next big thing. Manny turns to me. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Definitely. Is there anyone who loves getting out of bed when you're all snuggled up under the covers? I say. But I see one major problem. What's that? Doors. How would you get through them? Would either have to make larger doors or smaller beds. It's too complicated. Good point, Manny agrees. Next. In the next video, a girl holds up a sock. I present the no wash sock. I've come up with material that's so slick, dirt can't stick to it. So your socks always look nice and clean. She moves a little closer to the camera, but I could use your help with two small problems. One, the socks are so slick they slide around in your shoes. Two, even though they look clean, these socks still start to smell after not being washed for a week or two. Manny and I laugh. So they're clean, but they're hard to wear and they stink, he says. I think we'll put that in the no pile, I say. Or the dirty laundry pile, Manny adds. He clicks on another video. This one's from a kid all the way in Finland. Hello, he says, standing outdoors and waving. My name is Franz. Tired of your plain old sled? Then why not try Franz's super sled? Like a regular sled, Franz's super sled slides down snowy hills, but it slides super fast. Then the video cuts to a shot of Franz at the top of a hill. He waves, pulls goggles down over his eyes, and gets on the sled and pushes off. Zoom! Crash! Manny and I grimace as we watch the sled zoom down the hill as fast as a cheetah flying a jet plane, and then crash into the snowbank at the bottom of the hill. I'm okay, Franz calls out as he climbs out of the snow. Snow way on that invention, says Manny, laughing at his little joke. Too dangerous. The ideas just keep coming. A boy submits an idea for a pencil that does all your homework for you, although the prototype keeps going rogue and scribbling all over his walls and even his parents. Too many bugs to work out. A girl suggests bubble gum that's stretchy enough that you can blow bubbles as big as hot air balloons. But when a bubble pops, it covers the chewer in gum goo. The inventor had to shave all of her hair off. Too sticky. We watch another video about shoes that can take over for your legs, allowing you to run incredibly fast and jump incredibly high. I think that idea sounds really cool, but Manny quickly points out that that's also way too dangerous. Manny and I watch so many videos that I feel like I need a new pair of eyeballs. They hurt so much. We start to see ideas more than once. It's amazing that even though two kids live on opposite sides of the planet, they both come up with the same idea about pants with strings on them, or springs on them, excuse me, so you can bounce on your butt. My no column is a lot longer than my maybe column, I tell Manny. Mine too, but that's good, Manny replies. We don't need thousands of ideas. In fact, we only really need one terrific one. We keep watching until we feel as though our eyes are going to fall out of our skulls. Many of the videos are too dark, too light, or out of focus. Sometimes the person steps out of the picture, so you're just staring at a wall. A lot of times the audio is hard to understand. But while we're watching all these videos, more keep arriving. And more, and more. Just keeping track of which ones we've watched is hard enough. Help! Manny moans. What's the matter? No, I mean, we need help, he explains. We can't spend all our time watching these videos from the website. I've got other things to do. Okay, I say, nodding. But where are we going to get help? Who can we get to watch all these videos for us? Philo? He has kind of a short attention span. Hearing his name, Philo looks up from his doggy bed. When he realizes I'm not giving him a treat, he plops his head back down. I've got an idea about who we can get, Manny says. No way, genius, Emily says, making the kind of face she usually reserves for dad's stuffed sardines. I have no interest in hanging out with you and your math whiz buddy in a hot, smelly garage. I am standing in my sister's bedroom, pleading my case while she lies in her bed putting polish on her toenails. Black polish, of course. It's not hot, I protest. It's air conditioned. We have to keep it cool for the computers. And it's not smelly either. I mean, a lot of the time it smells like pizza, but that's not smelly. That's delicious. I wrinkle my nose. Nail polish is way stinkier than our office. Forget it, she says. Close the door as you go. I have an idea. You wouldn't have to work on our office. You can watch the videos and take notes on them anywhere. And then you can email us your notes. And who knows, you might be part of a really important new technology, one that changes the world. You mean like stinky, uncomfortable socks? I wish I hadn't talked about that at dinner. I decided to try a new tactic. Manny is trying to get Dustin Peeler to sing a jingle for the All Ball commercial. If he does it, maybe we could arrange for you to meet him again. I already told you, I'm not interested in Dustin Peeler anymore. Now get out. I forgot. She's no longer a Dustin Peeler fan. Emily changes her celebrity crushes so often it's hard to keep up. Who do you like now, I ask? Maybe we could get him as a spokesperson or something. I like whoever picks you up and throws you out of my bedroom, she says, standing between blowing on her toenails to dry them. Most people probably can't blow on their toenails, but Emily used to be a gymnast. I started to head out of her room, but when I reached the door, I turned back. Did I mention? You'll get paid. Emily looks up. How much? I tell her the first hourly wage Manny told me to say. She tries to look unimpressed, but I see her eyebrows flicker. I don't know, she draws. Seems awfully low. I tell her the second hourly wage Manny told me to say. Take it or leave it. I'm sure we can find someone else. It's just that we'd rather have a family member, since sometimes we talk about company secrets. Fine, she says, I'll take it. But don't tell anyone. I don't want the word to get out that I'm spending my afternoons working for two geeks. That's not a very nice thing to call your boss, I can't help but saying. Boss, she says, making her stuffed sardine face again. Yuck. Hey, what will you call me? Emily, I say. Maybe Ninja Spider, although I'm thinking you need a new nickname. She looks at me like I'm an idiot. No, I mean what's my role going to be called? At Sure Things, Inc. Manny and I didn't discuss this. I don't know. Assistant? Emily looks even more disgusted. I wish her face would freeze like that for a few days. Assistant in charge of next big thing development, I suggest, trying to make it sound more important. She rolls her eyes. If I'm going to do this, I want to be vice president in charge of whatever you say. She rolls her eyes. If I'm going to do this, I want to be vice president in charge of whatever you said. What do you mean, if you do it? You already said you're doing it. Am I vice president or not? I sigh. Manny isn't going to like this. Fine, you can be vice president, but you still have to do what Manny and I tell you to do. I dodge the pillow she throws at me. Emily turns out to be much faster at going through the videos than Manny and I were. We felt like we had to watch the whole video, but Emily has no mercy. If the invention seems like a bad idea to her in the first few seconds, she goes on to the next video. She uses her own system to classify the videos. She calls it the DUMB system. Each video is given one of four labels: D for dumb, obviously, U for unoriginal, M for maybe, Manny and I watch all the M's, or B for brilliant. So far, Emily hasn't given a B. There are way more D's than anything else. She must be wearing out the D key on her laptop. One afternoon, a few days later, Manny and I are in the office watching the videos Emily has tagged M for maybe. We've divided them between us to make the work go faster. If either of us finds an idea we think is decent, we share it with the other one. We have earbuds in, so we can't hear each other's audio. But out of the corner of my eye, I see Manny sit up straighter. He starts to smile. Then he takes his earbud out and says, "I think you should watch this one." I move over to his computer. He uses his mouse to click on the video's play button. A girl appears on the screen. "Hello," she says in a very serious voice. "I believe my invention could be the sure thing's next big thing. It's called the sibling silencer." I like the sound of that. The girl holds up something that looks like an oversized remote control. The sibling silencer is a device designed to do exactly what it says: silence your sibling. Now, there's an invention that could come in very, very handy. Unfortunately, the girl continues, there are still a lot of bugs to work out. Allow me to demonstrate. A boy walks into view. "This is my brother," the girl says, gesturing toward him. "Alan, please begin speaking." "Hey," he says, "what are you doing? Can I play? What's that thing you've got? Can I try it? Mom says you have to let me play with you because I'm your little brother and you've got to be nice to me. If you don't, I'm going to tell." Click! The girl presses a button on the remote control as she aims it at her brother. "Roof, roof, roof, arf, 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 meow, meow, moo, 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 oink, arf," the boy says. In the corner of the garage, Philo sits up and barks, "Woof." "Thank you, Alan," the girl says. She gives him a cookie. Eating it, he steps out of the picture. As you can see or hear, the sibling silencer currently does not silence siblings. Instead, it reduces their speech to primitive animal sounds. With your help, I'm sure we can take siblings' speech all the way down to silence. Thank you. She takes a little bow and the video ends. "What do you think?" Mandy asks. "I liked it when the brother talked like a dog, and a cat, and a cow, and a pig." "That was hilarious," I say. "But he couldn't have been faking it. Maybe the remote control really didn't make him talk that way." Manny nodded. "Yeah, I was thinking that too. We could ask the inventor to ship us the remote control, and we could test it out ourselves."